High school football is back. This is ET Final Score.
Oh, everybody, welcome to the week 2 of the high school football season right here on the etfinalscore.com football show. Major drama happening out at Rose Stadium. We'll get to Jeff Schaefer live in the highlights in just a second, but we do want you to be a part of this show. The best way to do that is, of course, tweet us at etfinalscore. That's your pictures, your stats, your scores, all that good stuff. Jeff Schaefer, Trevor Peel, Jay Wallace, and Ron Moye all on the show tonight over the next 30 minutes. We, of course, start with the Trinity Mother Francis Football Classic at Rose Stadium. The Lee Red Raiders, who lost last Friday, taking on the Panthers, who also lost in a dramatic way, missing a PAT. Wait till you see what happens tonight. Somebody going to get their first win of the season in the first half. An unbelievable day for Mr. Zach Hall. He breaks this one, and when he gets into the open field, forget about it. Touchdown, 7-0 lead. Lufkin looking to answer. Cordell Rogers to DeLayland Phillips. What a catch right there, but the Panthers had to settle for a field goal, 7-3, and look who's at it again. Zach Hall running right through the pack defense. Another long touchdown run, 14-3, and then the lead defense scrutinized so much over the last year. Cordell Rogers picked off by Mr. Dexter Green. Nice job, Dexter. That's what Lee needed. On the next play, Zach Hall to Tyree Grayson. And look what this young man does on a quick out pass. Takes it all the way, 80-yard touchdown. 21-3 Lee. We're just now getting into the second quarter. It's going to be a pass from Olajuwon Barker Hall to Olajuwon, 28-3. Not done yet. Hall, another deep pass. Look at him show off the arm here. Incredible. Datavian Thacker, 35-3. It was 42-10 at halftime, but here comes the Lufkin Panthers. They're down by 8 with just minutes to play. Cordell Rogers up top. DeLeon Phillips. Oh, my goodness, what a catch. 2-point conversion, good. 49-49. We go to overtime, and in overtime, look at this. Rodrigo Molina, game-winning field goal. How about that? Lufkin, with the most dramatic of comebacks, wins it 52-49. Heartbreak City for Robert E. Lee. For more on this game, we luckily have Jeff Schaefer live at Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. Jeff, pick it up where we left it off there. Got it to overtime. What went wrong for Lee there?
Well, really, Eric, Robert Lee just couldn't get anything going. It was all Lee in the first half, as we saw in those highlights, but it was really all Lufkin in the second. The Pack came storming back. Lee's offense really struggled in the second half, while Lufkin's obviously got it going as the Panthers win a thriller 52-49 in overtime. And now I'm joined by the young man who helped lead the Pack back in that second half, Lufkin quarterback Cordell Rogers. Cordell, just your second start as a quarterback for Lufkin. Talk to me about, obviously, nothing really went right for you guys in that first half. What's said and what changed, in the locker room at halftime?
Well, in the locker room, Coach Quick preach every day. We can't be a game is 4 full quarters. We can't play a three and a half game quarter. In the locker room, we just told you we had to believe in each other. We had to keep fighting to the end. And our guys, we stuck together and we made that happen.
In the second half, obviously the offense really got going. Did you see something different out there? What kind of clicked in that second half for your offense?
No, sir. We didn't change anything.
Stand by.
All right, welcome back there. That was Jeff Schaefer for us with the game-winning quarterback there, Mr. Cordell Rogers. Unbelievable scene as Lufkin comes all the way back to beat Lee 52-49. Don't forget, more high school football tomorrow night at Rose Stadium. We've got Longview taking on John Tyler. Always fun when these two hook up for the final night of the Trinity Mother Francis Rose City Football Classic. Lobos won over Lufkin last week. JT lost. That game will start at 7 p.m. on Saturday night. Let's go to Lindell State. There it is right there. Well, let's go to the highlights first, guys. There we go. Lindell taking on Carthage. Great little matchup right there as we get to the highlights in this one. And I tell you what, Carthage came out on fire. This is going to be quarterback Jared Blissett handing off to running back Rodney Hardy. Running through the Eagles there, making a touchdown. Then here comes trying to get something done. Montana Metter flushing out, running. And he gets a good pass off to his good buddy right there, Ryan Taylor, as he puts it into first down position. And then you got more. Ryan Taylor, when this guy gets on a run, he just gets taken down short of the pylon. And then Mr. Ryan Taylor going to try it again and gets taken down again right there. So come on, Lindale, try to make it 17-7 before halftime, and they do as Montana Metter diving for the touchdown. It broke the plane, but tonight belonged to, as we now check out the score, the night belonged to the Carthage Bulldogs, 20-24, your final score in that one. All right, let's get to some more highlights. Big one in Nacogdoches tonight as they were taking on Hallsville, and that's Hallsville quarterback Roger McCuller. Nice little run there, but he gets taken down pretty hard by Joseph Simpson. A lot of hard-hitting defense early on this one. That quarterback Noah Hindebrandt to Jalen Maxey, not getting a lot of offense right there. Back comes Hallsville as Phillip Jones gets it. Can't get anything, or Lance Hartman, can't get anything going. So Phillip Jones now for Knack trying to get something going. Knack would get the lead at the half. This one goes to overtime, folks. In overtime, how about Hallsville? 2 impressive wins in a row. They get this one in overtime, 23-20 over Nacogdoches. Unbelievable how they have started the year 2-0. Congratulations to the Bobcats. All right, good one tonight at the newly named Jeff Traylor Stadium in Gilmer. Pine Tree in town, coming off that big win against Jacksonville. Meanwhile, Gilmer trying to get to 2-0. Here's our Jay Wallace with more on the Pirates and Buckeyes from Jeff Traylor Stadium.
Yeah, Eric, we're here in Gilmer for week 2 of the football season, but before we get to the highlights, let's talk about a name change here at Buckeye Stadium, now known as Jeff Traylor Stadium, the former head coach who's now at UT. And for the fans, they say this name change is well-deserved.
He's a great motivator, he's a great role model, and when kids don't have someone to turn to at home or they need some guidance, he was there to give them the words that they needed.
It's a great tribute to him. Spent 15 years here, and now he's at the University of Texas. There are very few stadiums in East Texas named after ex-coaches. You got Jack Murphy in Gladewater, and now you got Jeff Traylor in Gilmer.
He's a good Christian man, and he's a dedicated to the game of football and to whatever he does.
Battle of some young head coaches, Matt Turner, Doug Collins. These guys are ready here in Gilmer. Starting off in the first, DeMarco Boyd punches it in from 5 yards out, putting the Buckeyes up on the board, 7-0. They would rely on their running game throughout the night. But let's look here defensively. Fumble on the play. Gilmer picks it up, gets possession, and on that very next drive, Gilmer going back to the running game again. Kelton Collier gives the Buckeyes another rushing touchdown here, giving Gilmer a 14-0 lead against Pine Tree. That's it from Gilmer. We got the Buckeyes, the Pirates. Eric, tell us that final score one more time.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jay, thank you very much for the highlights. But, hey, Pine Tree came roaring back, but it's the Buckeyes doing what they do, winning football games. They're 2-0, 35-19, your final. Some other 5A scores. There's that Hallsville-Nacogdoches overtime game. Hallsville winning. Marshall off to a strong start, takes down Crandall 55-7. Chapel Hill lost badly to White House last night at Rose Stadium, 51-21. Jacksonville and Palestine right now in overtime, 33-33. And a couple more scores for you. Sulphur Springs beats Sherman 2017. Mount Pleasant falls badly to Liberty Ilo 49-21. First break is about to happen right now. Still tons of highlights and scores still to come, including the live scoreboard you're looking at right now as Courtney zooms in on it. ETFinalscore.com.